So hello everyone, I am Lokesh Bhartiya. I am from Department of Economics, and today we are going to discuss the topic called Indian economy. So it's an introductory session for you all. This session will give you an insight into the Indian economy. So without wasting much of time, let's get started. So I hope you all understand about the Indian economy because of the reason it is related to our country. So what happening is we are the part of Indian economy, but before dive into it, we need to understand the major things. So these are the content which will be going to cover in this session. The first one is dealing with what is economics. So I already explained you that before dive into it, we have to understand the basic terminologies. So that is the reason we are going to discuss first what is economics. Then we will also discuss about the difference between the economics and economy. Is it same or is it different? Then we also discussed about the types of economy we have, and lastly we will have a conclusion for the same. So what is economics? So let me give you a definition, an official definition of economics. So the study of how people and societies use scarce resources, because we know the resources are alwace scarce in nature, and economics tell us that how we can use this resource to get maximum satisfaction, right? So scarce resources to produce and distribute and consume goods and services. Now this is the official definition, my friend. But if you need definition, there is no need of Lokesh, right? I have my own definition which I explain you here. Now what is economics? Economics is a branch of knowledge. It's a branch of subject which we are dealing with the production, consumption and transfer of wealth. Let me give you one practical example. Like I am recording this lecture here. It's a production and you are consuming this production in terms of services. So I'm producing my teaching services with the help of this video lecture, and you are consuming the same. And there is a medium through which we are giving something which we call transfer of wealth. You can create your wealth by consuming this video, and we will create R, and that's how the economics work. I hope this practical definition help you here. Now second thing, what is economy? So sometime I believe that the peoples and the students are interchangeably use these words. Sometimes they used economy, sometimes they used economics. But my friend, these two words are different. Now again, I am giving you an official definition here. An economy is a system of production. So we had a production, and the economy is dealing with the system of production. Like we are using lighting, camera, mic, laptop and other things. So it's a system. We made a system through which we are producing these services to you all. And you also had a system, like I hope you are seeing this video on your laptop, maybe on your PC or mostly on your phones, right? So it's a system of production, consumption and distribution of goods and services with a society within an economy. So it include like industry, sometimes it also include the trade, labor, resources and determining the wealth creation and the allocation. So this is the official definition of economy. And I have again my own definition which I mostly explained in my class. So let me give you one example for the same. So it is the management of available resources. That's it. You just need to understand this thing only. It is the management. It is the management of available resources. And we have lots of resources here. Like we have natural resource, we have human resource, like I'm a human resource, you're a human resource, and every human resource want to become capital resource, right? Because there is no need of human resource as of now. Indian economy, we need not to have the human resource, we need capital resource. And how we can make ourselves a capital resource? To get skills. Like a man who is working on his system and he's doing a skilled work, like this video is edited by our editors, so he's a skilled person, and he's not a human resource, he's a capital resource. So now it is your responsibility to make yourself as a capital resource. Yes, so we have natural resource, we have human resource, and obviously we have a capital, a pure capital resource. I'm talking about the money. So everybody had a resource, like just for example, capital. You also had a money, I also had a money, and the people also had a money. But are they know the process of using this resource? If yes, then they understand the process. And this is the reason we are saying it's a management of available resources. So you have two definitions. One is mine and second is the official one. Whatever you want to understand and whatever you have to learn, it is up to you. So this is all about the economics and economy, and I hope you understand. Now, what is more important then? We understand about the economics and economy, then obviously we need to understand this also, that what is more important for us. If I am a student of economics, what is more important for me? So here I tell you a story of a movie called Bajirao Mastani. And in the Bajirao Mastani, the Bajirao Peshwa first telling us a very important lesson here. Procedure versus process of procedure. So those who watch this movie, Bajirao Mastani, there is an opening scene in which Peshwa Bajirao or Bajirao first want to become a Peshwa. And he want to prove himself that he was an actual Peshwa, he was a successor of Balaji Vishwanath. So he proved himself by giving a small exam. And in the video, there is a scene, उसमें वो कह रहा है आपको मोर पंख के 2 टुकड़े करना है और आपको ये अपने तीर से करना है. बाजीराव तीर चलाता है और तीर जाके लग जाता है ज़मीन में और उस मोर पंख के टुकड़े नहीं होते हैं. लेकिन बाजीराव पलट के एक डायलॉग कहता है साहू जी को, ये था मेरे शस्त्र ज्ञान, अब सुनिए शास्त्र. ये जो पंख है वह है मुगल सल्तनत का, मिट्टी है हमारी और तीर है पेशवा. आज जिस स्थिति में मुगल हैं, हमको उनकी जड़ पे वार करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जड़ पे मारने से बड़ा पेड़ गिर जाता है. So I hope you understand that what Bajirao telling us with this small scene is telling us the procedure and the process of procedure. So what is more important? The procedure is not important. We have to understand the process of procedure. So that's how we had a conclusion that the importance is not what is more important, economics or economy. We have to understand both their procedure, but previously or more importantly, the process of procedure. I hope you got the point and also like the story. Let me tell you, this is a very great story, and if you like it, please do write your valuable comments in the video comment section. Now, what is types of economy? I mean, what are the types of economy we have? Starting, there is a concept of mercantilism, and through which we can get a type of economy which we call capitalist economy. Then we have the socialist one. Then we have the communist economy, and we will also discuss with the mixed economy. Let's first discuss what is capitalist economy. Let me give you an definition. Now, this is the definition which I made with my own, and there was a definition gave by Adam Smith. So you all know that the father of economics, Adam Smith, and he told about the capitalist economy in the way that there will be a less government intervention. So government should be intervene, but in a very lesser proportion, and the means of production should be owned by the private individual, which means that the power and the power of autonomy is made for the private individual only. Yes, government is there, but they will intervene very less. So if you seeing this kind of pattern in your economy, your economy maybe belongs to the capitalist one. Now this is the official definition again gave by Adam Smith. I have my own definition, which we call that in the capitalist economy, capital are cheap and labor are expensive. Like America, just for example, we took one example of America. So in America, labor is expensive and capital is cheap. And nowadays, Donald Trump gave his statement on H1B visa. I hope you heard about this. So there are lots of Indians who migrated to America, just want to work there because they are giving huge and high amount of wages in their economy as compared to the Indian economy, obviously. So the labor are expensive here, but the capital is cheap. See, there are lots of World Heritage sites in India, just for example, like Elephanta. If you go there, or Sanchi we had here, Bhimbetka we have. So there are two sections, for Indian only, for foreigners only. For foreigner, they are charging 500 or maybe sometime 1000 rupee, and for Indian, they are charging 50 rupee, 100 rupee. And there was a very funny pattern if you observe. The foreigner gave the amount in the window, they said thank you, because for them 500 and 1000 rupees very cheap, but for us 100 rupees very expensive. Yeah. We will not give any thanks to the person that, oh, thank you so much for the ticket, even though we can say itna paisa humse le liya, है ना, छोटी सी चीज़ के लिए, because for us 100 rupees also matters, but for them 1000 rupee are very cheap. So in the capitalist economy, the capital is cheap and labor is expensive is very simple definition and easy to remember. But if you want the definition of Adam Smith, is also wrote here. So any example, America is an example of capitalist economy nowadays. France, let's say, then Germany, Japan. These all are the developed countries, my friend. Now the second part of economy is socialist one. The name itself defining it, we have to give priority to society. So in the socialist economy, there will be government intervention. So government will intervene here. Whatever policy you make, whatever business you want to do in the economy, government will intervene and they will ask at which kind of business you are doing here. So it is the sole responsibility of government to doing so. So in the socialist economy, there will be government intervention and means of production should be owned by the state. Previously, the means of production should be owned by the, private individual. Now, government will take responsibility here to own the production and they will distribute resources equally in the society, and that's how the socialist economy work. And I know what are the questions in your mind, that any example of socialist economy you want to give here, sir? So, but right now there is no pure socialist economy as of now. But when these concept came, so we called USSR as a socialist economy. The full form of USSR is Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. So currently, if you are saying Russia, so Russia, including Alaska, then Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, then China, whole China, both Korea, North and South, these all the part of USSR, and they worked in the part of your socialist economy. And I hope you are getting the point here. Now, the third one is the communist economy. So you can understand in a way that the communist economy or the communist one is the successor of socialist one. How? So the definition is the same, that there will be government intervention. So here also the government will intervene, and means of production should be owned by the state but consumed by the state also. Now you are nobody to tell government that you need to invest in these area, you need to work on these sectors. You are nobody. Government will own decide that I have to consume the resources in this sector, in this production, in this, and so on and so on. And you are nobody to tell government that you have to do this thing or that thing, right? So in 1949, when China got his independence and Mao Zedong was the head of the state, that he came with the idea that we will decide that which sector we want to invest, or which sector we want to work. So again, I just told you that the USSR is the part of USSR. There are lots of countries, and China is also part for the same. So when China got his independence, so he introduced a new concept called the communist one. And till date in China, there is a single party rule called Chinese Communist Party. So I am telling you again, in the communist economy, there will be government intervention, means of production should be on by the state and also consumed by the state. And if you are seeing this kind of characteristics in any economy, we call that economy as a communist one. And lastly, the mixed economy. And you know that which economy belongs to mixed economy, because this is our flag, Indian flag. And our economy belongs to the Indian, mixed economy. So let me tell you one very important fact here. When we got our independence in 1947, and we need to identify that which economy pattern we have to adopt here. So in the first industrial policy, 1948, we adopted a kind of economy where both public and private body work together. And if we got this pattern, we are saying it's a part of mixed economy, and India belongs to the mixed economy. Because of the reason, you may heard about the policies called Janni Suraksha Yojana, Ladli Behna Yojana, right? So these are the public sector that are working for these sectors, right? And we also heard about these ads, Jeevandanathan, Adani Group, Aditya Birla Group, PPP models, public-private partnerships. So an economy where we work together, public and private, we will say it's a part of mixed economy, and we adopted this concept in the first industrial policy in 1948. This is very important. So lastly, we are on our conclusion. So Indian economy is a dynamic and rapidly evolving system, as we are seeing as of now, because it's a dynamic thing. And by diverse sectors like agriculture, we have our backbone is agriculture, we have industries, we have service sectors. So with the strong demographic patterns, because we are the largest population in the world as of now, and currently we had a 1.45 billion population, right? So there are some advantages and disadvantages for the same, and it holds an immense potential for the growth, because if population is a problem, then why China is growing, right? So we cannot say increase in population will lead to a decrease in the growth. No, this is not the case. It immense potential for the growth, and however the challenges like unemployment we are seeing, the inflation, inequality, then we require strategic measures to ensure sustainability and inclusive development. So this is it for the today's video. In the next video, we will going to discuss the challenges and the importance of Indian economy and what are the characteristics we have, right? So if you like the video, please like it, share it with your friend. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much.